my Miller, kid, mass lady killer. Yo, girl, I'm a feeling like gas to the tank. Light skin college girl, wanna come to Scotty's world. Like the wear straight, put a hand at your lippy curl.
Woo! Welcome back, Internet. In this week's episode, we recap a very exciting Super Bowl for like 3 minutes. Your favorite chokes in another big fight by getting knocked out. The NFL turns into Pride Fest, and Marcus Smart does something very dumb.
Did you just give a recap? That's never been done before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, recapped for the beginning. I feel like...
I think I like that. The only thing I don't like is we're gonna go talk about a bunch of other dumb shit that doesn't matter at some point.
Do you want to redo it and I can start it with, we're gonna talk about some dumb shit, and then...
I think if anyone listens anymore, they should know by now. Dumb shit's gonna be talked about here on Thurston Sen.
Well, there's only 7 billion people in this world who haven't heard us. So,
okay,
there's a 1 in 7 billion chance that you've actually heard us.
There's a good chance maybe 3 people will hear us this week, maybe.
Do we count?
Do we count? Can we count?
Yeah, do we count as 2 of the people that hear us, and then we get 1 more view, or 3 more other than us?
Let's count as 1 person.
Let's count as 1? All right,
we don't want to
we're Jimmy Kiss.
We don't want to.
Marcus, you're Jimmy.
Cheating. I'm Jimmy, you're Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway,
all right, Jimmy.
Super Bowl.
Marcus.
Yeah, all right, Jimmy.
All right, Marcus. Yeah, the Super Bowl. Okay, it was exciting if you were a Seahawks fan. First, yeah, you should drink a beverage of some sort because you picked the Broncos and I picked the Seahawks and covered my bases and I won.
Yeah, we have no Shaq like right now.
Whatever. You didn't have to tell the people that.
Well, I mean,
anyways,
they should get a chance to call us some bosses.
Was that the worst Super Bowl you've ever seen?
No, I think, I was actually at work. I listened to it on the radio. No, I would say the one between Oakland and Tampa Bay, the John Gruden Bowl.
Okay.
Was probably worse.
I
think everybody, in this game especially, even when they were up 22-0 or whatever it was, I still think Peyton can come back. I still think Peyton can come back.
Because I wanted it to be entertaining. The first fucking possession is a safety.
First play, I believe.
And that was actually, it got worse. Yeah, I was like, it can't get worse than that.
Well, get the jitters out of the way. And...
Yeah, I was like, okay, what was it? Ramirez is the center. Manny Ramirez. I was like, you should stick to baseball, Manny. And it'll be okay.
I just think it's funny how many people said, I just want Seattle to have a lead in the fourth quarter so we can see the best offense go against the best defense at the end of the game. Seattle had a lead in Steamboats.
That was to me that game was upsetting.
All right,
I wanted him to be like, okay, next best team gets to play him because that was fucking dumb. Oh man,
I do want to make
upset.
one more point because the draft is coming up in a couple months, I believe.
Yep.
The draft that Seattle had where they got Russell Wilson, Bruce Irvin, a couple other really good players. Mm-hmm. Do you know what that draft was rated by ESPN?
For what they gave?
Letter grade.
C
F.
minus. F?
They gave that draft an F, called Russell Wilson a reach, said Bruce Irvin couldn't play in the pros. I believe they even got Malcolm Smith, the Super Bowl MVP. What was his name?
Okay.
They gave it an F.
Okay. How are we not famous and everyone...
And Mel Kiper is. Look at his hair.
First of all, that guy looked like... I don't even have anything to compare him to.
That guy looked like Tom McShay just wiped his butt with his head.
There you go. That's the best thing I can describe.
It's all like Reed's bag was shit.
That's the best thing. He's normally blonde, but after he gets dookie in his hair, it appears brown.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty...
An F? An F?
They gave it an F, said it was one of the worst drafts I've ever seen. But guess what? They were wrong. So, no matter who your team drafts this April, just remember, whatever ESPN says, they're probably wrong.
Yeah. They probably gave, Bjorn Werner a good grade.
They probably did. So, they gave Dayton Jones a good grade.
As a Colts fan, I was excited about Bjorn Werner.
Yeah.
I forgot he went to Florida State.
Yeah, the University of First Round bust.
Yeah.
Bust us. But I love them.
Hopefully we, with the Wisconsin shirt, hopefully we don't make that mistake again.
Yeah, do not.
So yeah, that Super Bowl, thank God it's over. We only have 8 more months until more real football happens. So there's that.
Absolutely.
But I'm excited to see like where Johnny Manziel goes and Clowney, and this draft's gonna be fun.
I would take
Yeah.
Clowney if I had the first pick, but
Because, like, to me, you can't pass up Watt and Clowney on the same line. You
Right.
can't. You cannot.
would you
pass it
just
up.
leave 8 guys in the black every play and just have 2 guys go out? Because like you got to double team both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. You have to see how. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give Clowney that respect right away. He hasn't done anything yet.
Did
in
you
the
hear?
NFL, but
he said his goal for the combine is to run a
4.4. Yeah, he wants the faster. And was it Wilson was
Mario
like a 4
Williams.
or 5?
Mario Williams was a 4.6. No D lineman is.
Russell Wilson was like a 4 or 5.
Mario Williams was the fastest D lineman, but yeah, he's fast.
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen.
I think there's an outside.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
cool,
I think
right?
he'll be 4 or 5 range.
That'd be terrifying.
Can you imagine though, just how slight of a time
Terrifying
1/10 of a second is?
That's true. Like it when you're talking like 40s, it's like crazy.
Right, like
But in reality, I don't know, dude. When you're getting off the line and there's another like big quick guy in front of you.
have you
that
ever
temp
watched
makes a
people
difference.
run 40 times at the combine?
Mhm.
Like, do you ever like see somebody and you're like, wow, that was really fast, and like 4.8. Then like you see
5.2, and I was like, damn, I thought that was
I
alright.
thought like he looked like he was.
He looked like he was going really fast.
Yeah, you can't tell. Anyway, do we want to move on?
Yeah, let's go to 169. Anyways, what was the first fight? again?
Frank Mir, Alistair Overeem.
Frank Mir, Alistair Overeem.
He got the shit kicked out of him. Frank the Tank.
He did, but he lasted 15 minutes. That was like surprising.
Yeah, I thought Overeem had a stoppage in the first round. The ref did a good job. Let him fight it out. He recovered and proceeded to get the shit kicked out of him for the next 12 minutes after that.
I mean, we both picked that one. We all kind of. That was not surprising to me. The only thing surprising in that fight was that he lasted 15 minutes.
And another surprising thing is Dana White talked shit about another one of his fighters, calling Alistair Overeem boring, a piece of shit, and says he's ducking Junior Dos Santos.
Yeah, I saw that. He said he's ducking Junior. I don't. To me, Alistair Overeem is anything but boring. Like Frank Mir probably should have. Like
died.
He should have died. Like that fight was like Frank Mir somehow found a way to survive. That was not, to me, that's not a knock on Alistair Overeem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, usually, he either wins in the first round or gets knocked out in the first round. And we're talking like guys that big, that's bound to happen. Dana White just loves to stir the pot. That's all that is.
Well, he's a promoter. I think
Yeah.
he's taking a page out of Vince McMahon's book.
Yeah.
Because, like, Vince McMahon's the ultimate bad guy in the WWE. Like,
You don't have to be that guy, Dana. What was the next fight?
Brow, or no,
it was
Aldo Lamas.
Aldo.
I think
Jose
there's
Aldo.
not much to talk about in the fight.
No, except to me, Jose Aldo once again showed how fucking
Dominant.
great he is. Yeah,
And once
dominant.
again, Dana White said that was boring.
Oh my god, he kicked his leg into his other leg, and like he almost broke 2 legs at once. Like 2 legs, 1 kick.
He went
That
double
almost
Chris
became-
Weidman.
He almost double silvered this guy. Can you imagine that? Oh my god,
No, I don't
I
want
would
to see
have
that.
exploded. Dana White, stop.
No, here's the
Stop.
problem. Here's the problem I have right now. Is just because there's not a knockout,
Doesn't mean it's not an exciting fight.
it was very technical, And to be fair, Lamas won the 5th round, and I think
And Lamas, that's what I want to see. Lamas was not going to win that fight, right? Unless he knocked him out or submitted him. If there was not a stoppage, he was not going to win. But he turned it on. And I see too many fights where usually it's 3rd round, right? Because not every fight's a title fight.
Mhm.
Where guys go into the 3rd, you're not winning, or maybe, you never know. And they just fucking
they're tired.
mail it in.
They're tired.
I know you're tired, but fucking this is it.
Yep.
This was what you spent the last 10 weeks training for. And it's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes.
Yeah, I also have a problem with the marketing that the UFC does. Because if you're not a champ, they don't market you
They
at
don't give
all.
a fuck.
Nobody cares about
And
Ricardo
some
Lamas.
champs, they don't even still don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Barao, kind of. Demetrius Johnson, especially.
Mighty Mouse, especially. Like, the only reason Mighty Mouse got pushed the last fight was because it was going to be Pettis, right?
Yep.
On the Fox 9
Yep.
card.
Yeah, so they don't market you at all. So if you're Ricardo Lamas, you had your title shot. Now what do? You're just a gatekeeper at this.
Yeah,
point.
I mean, with
You'll never get another
with
title
169, you had Faber on it.
Yep.
And he's got a heavy following for sure.
Yeah, so.
And speaking of Faber,
You got
okay,
son.
Brow won. How do you feel about Herb Dean? The stoppage.
I don't have a huge problem with it. He was getting the shit
White
kicked
was
out of him.
like he made a mistake and like, but it wasn't like he was gonna turn around and fucking and like win the fight.
If he was like trying to stand up,
that's what I'm saying. It's
like you can't just cover your face.
He put a thumb up, okay, and most of those like he was hitting hand and stuff.
Yeah,
but he's not doing anything. He's literally laying in like
he's fetal position,
doing the fucking fetal position.
Right, just
you gotta do something. We saw you picked Faber, sorry. But like we saw that kind of like same situation happened earlier in the night, the fight of the night. Abel
Trujillo,
or however the fuck you say that. He was like in the same position and like grabbed his leg and fought back against it was Jamie Varner, right?
Yeah.
That fight was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, fight of the night.
That was like the best. Was it like an 8-minute fight? That was like the best 8-minute fight.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. I thought Varner had it for all 8 minutes.
Oh my god, I thought like Trujillo was done. That was it, right? I was ready to mail it in, and he just fucking like Varner's going wild, and he just bam.
All right, so the quick recap won 11 minutes. So now we have to talk about Michael Sam. Psycho Ma'am.
I don't even know what to say because like I'm already annoyed with like how much.
Do we count as media?
How much like?
Are we media?
I suppose we're medias.
Yeah, so we're medias. We're talking about them.
We're medias, and we're talking about them. So I guess I'm gonna be like a hypocrite. I'm annoyed with how much I'm hearing about it. Because like to me, it shouldn't be a big deal. I don't give a fuck. He was the best defensive player, right? He was the defensive player of the year in the best conference.
But he's undersized for the NFL.
Yeah, he is. But I mean, so are a lot of people, and that shit, like you said. The Seahawks got an F because their quarterback's 5'11", 6 foot, whatever. Who like if he can play ball, they've like guys have shown that whatever. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, like the media coverage probably cost him a round or two in the draft, but I don't know like what the pay difference is between like a 4th round pick and like a 6th round pick.
I don't if he's good he's gonna get his money.
Yeah, if you're good you're gonna get your money. He just got put in a group though, which sucks for him, with like Tim Tebow, Manti Te'o, Tyrann Mathieu almost. Just because like there's such the media circus. You know, like there's such like a huge media difference between.
But it's just like,
which sucks for him.
I mean, he's got the cover of SI, right? Or ESPN.
He had the cover of some.
It was one of those, and I don't know. It's just I don't need all of that. He said he's gay. Fine, I don't give a fuck. If he can play football, he can play football.
Right.
Like right now, if the Colts drafted him. And he turns out to be a good player. If they get him like 4th or 5th round, he turns out to be a good player. I don't care. I don't care who he's fucking.
That's right, dude.
If you can play football, you can play football. That's why I'm kind of just like, to me, it's like ridiculous. All this like crazy attention.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be a big deal.
Unless like in the locker room something happens,
right? And
like if he's hitting on like your quarterback or something.
Like they saw like
like
his Missouri teammates were like, like he told him before the season. They're like, we knew, and like that's my fucking guy.
Right, like, so I don't think it's gonna be a big deal.
That's how it should be.
However, I do wonder a couple things. First off, what if somebody from like the other team calls him
I don't know.
a slur or whatever? Do the refs defend him?
I don't know. I mean, we've never had anything like that. I don't know how much that go like on the field. I don't know.
And really another thing, what if like he's playing your favorite team, you're in the stands, and like the first quarter he gets like 3 sacks, and all of a sudden, like a fan starts yelling like "Hey!" and like starts calling him slurs. How do other fans react?
Yeah, I really don't. You know what I mean? Because, we were talking about like soccer earlier, right? And, like Italy and like they're mad racist.
Yeah, dude.
And like that's just I don't know. Apparently that's just
they make Germans look accepting.
And we don't. I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like what I would do in that situation.
You're right. Like
because I mean you're not going to hear like you're playing a team and a guy gets 3 sacks. You're not going to hear him like yell the N-word. You know what I mean? So like I don't know. I hope someone wouldn't. It's gonna
somebody
happen.
will.
It's going to happen.
Somebody will. Like some drunk fan. You know,
yeah, you're gonna
gonna yell like, "Hey!"
I hope someone like, come on, man.
Right, for sure.
It's not like if you can play football, you can play football. It doesn't matter.
It shouldn't, but you know,
it shouldn't. But I feel like in the locker room, probably there's gonna be guys that are uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He's not, but it's not
Right.
like he's gonna try to
I
fuck
guess like
everybody.
if you're showering, like,
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like he's not staring at everyone's D.
maybe.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know, but I feel like he's not.
Yeah, it's a huge burden on his shoulders, because
Yeah, dude. And he was like, fuck it, you know. He was like, I've dealt with. What doesn't he have like 2 brothers in jail or something? Like he's like been through some shit, and
Yeah.
he was like, this is no big deal.
right. So
So, but hey, fucking props to Michael Sam
Yeah.
for doing it.
he is the
I
ambassador
honestly,
for all gay people.
I hope he's the president of gay people. I hope he's really good. I hope he's great. And
Whoa! Like, if the Bears draft him, I hope he sucks. Well, like on the field.
Okay,
On the field.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Bear-
Poor choice of word.
Who's gonna do that either way? Like
With 84 aggregate sacks this year.
if like the Patriots draft him, then yeah, I hope he's terrible. Sorry, bro, but
I know.
most other teams.
I know Jerry Jones says he wants him on his team. Like doesn't like want him in the bedroom. Because he wants all publicity on the Cowboys that he can get.
We're not going to get like football attention, so we might as well.
We're not very good at playing football, so
but you'll talk about us,
right? Okay, so one more topic.
Smart is smart, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, dude. Speaking of fangelling things at players, a lot of people defending what Marcus Smart did. I don't know.
I
don't know what was said.
I don't know what was said, but I can imagine. I can imagine things that would prompt that kind of reaction, right?
Yeah,
but at the same time, you can't you can't do that. I realize heat of the moment and this and that, and do it, bro, do it. Ugh.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm back.
But you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like to me, it's that simple.
I don't know what was said.
I don't care what Jeff Orr said, and like he probably should not have said it. He probably should have been kicked out as well if it was like something that crazy. You know, first they said it was racist, then they were like, no, it wasn't. It was enough for like a guy to say "fuck you" and push him.
I have a point to make.
There's been plenty of other guys who've come out like, yeah, dude, this guy's a dick, and he yells like crazy shit.
Yeah, I have a point to make though.
Mm-hmm. Go.
I'm upset that every time a black man or a black athlete gets upset, people just assume that something racist was said. Like people get mad over a bunch of different shit.
That's true.
Like there's 1,000 ways to piss me off, and they're not all like you yelled something racist. So I don't like.
But that's one of the ones that like that's fighting. You know what I mean? Like that's usually gonna draw the strongest reaction.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, we definitely shouldn't assume that it's that. But I don't know. Like I have no idea what he said. And to me, like if he was like, "You fucking bitch," like that wouldn't piss me off as like some other words.
Right. Like we had not courtside seats, but cower-side seats. So we're gonna spell our ticket
because
yesterday.
the Bucks are so bad.
They couldn't afford the extra ink for the tea.
Nope.
Because, nobody goes to the game.
Those tickets are fucking great, though.
That was awesome.
That
But, like,
courtside
I
was
yelled
awesome.
at, like, the other team all game long. Like, that's what you do. Like, if somebody from the other team would have yelled something back, I would have fucking laughed. I don't know. Like, that's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. I wanted you to yell stuff.
Right?
I mean, like, we weren't yelling too much crazy shit.
No, like...
But we're, like, Anthony Davis is shooting free throws, and we're chanting eyebrow, you know?
Eyebrow.
Eyebrow.
Waxer. Waxer.
Tweezer. Tweet. Like,
right, like, that's funny.
Shit. Come on, that's what I want fans to do.
Right,
I want fans to do more of that shit. But you don't need to bring, like, crazy fighting word shit into it.
My other point, though,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Think about Marcus Smart's, like, life right now. So he was on a team that was ranked top 10.
They're
badly underperformed. He's in the final 6 seconds of a game that he should have won.
See,
that's
what I texted you. I was like, you know what I mean? Like that, when you were like, I'm reading stuff and people are like, they're defending him, and I'm like, but still.
Yeah.
His team's like, they've lost. It was like 4 out of 6 or something. Like they've been kind of like, they've been shitty lately. He hasn't been playing that great. Now he pushes a fan. Like, I don't care what he said. Like, that's not looking good for you right now, dog.
Yeah, another thing I was going to say, think about his financial situation. If he would have went into the draft last year, he would have been a top 5 pick. He comes back, and he plays like a butthole this year. Like, how much
He's had
money
some
did
good
he
moments,
cost them?
but yeah,
That was
he
mostly
cost
before
himself.
conference play. Once conference play started,
he
he
just
kind
cost
of
himself
sucked.
some money. I mean, we'll still see. Maybe he throws a D out in the tournament.
Yeah, like that could save it, but it's all about Parker, Wiggins, and
But yeah,
Embiid.
I don't know. We talked about this because real quick, we run it, but we talked about like there's an unwritten like you know what I mean. Like you can yell shit at players because you know what I mean. You're a fan.
Yeah.
You can do that, but there's shit you're not gonna yell, and the players like aren't gonna run into the stand.
There's a
reason why I don't throw cups at Ron Artest
Right.
because he met a world beast and fuck.
There's a reason I make sure the person next to me doesn't throw cups at Ron Artest because he might hit
Because
me.
he's probably gonna hit
he
the
hit
wrong
the
guy.
wrong guy.
It's probably gonna.
Like, yo, what you doing with that cup, bro? I wanted to tell a story though.
Yeah.
About something I was
time.
going to say about
Story
Marcus
time
Smart.
on Thursday and 10.
Are you guys ready?
Take it away, Marcus.
Thanks, bro. So I used to play baseball back in high school.
Did you?
Yes, and you know, I played catcher, so I got to know the umpires pretty well.
Catcher.
169.
Marcus Smart. Wait, Michael Sam. Is he a catcher? I don't know. Continue.
Okay, so anyway, I knew like the umpire was having a bad day. It was somebody that we went to high school. I won't name any names. He was just having a shitty day. He was like, I found out yesterday my girlfriend was cheating on me. Like, I'd been dating her for 2 years.
Man.
So all of a sudden there's a fan, just every call is just giving this umpire shit. No matter what it is. If it's like borderline and he calls it a ball, that was a fucking strike. What are you doing? And like this umpire's just having a bad day. Third inning, throws him out of the game. Has to be held back from fighting the fan. So like I'm saying, you don't know what what Marcus Smart was happening to him. There's a lot of things that can upset you and can set you off wrong. Like he has a life to live too outside the court. Did you hear what Tom Izzo said?
What did Tom Izzo say?
He blames Twitter.
He blames Twitter.
Yes.
Why does he blame Twitter?
Because he said 10 years ago, players only had to deal with the insults for 2 hours on the court. In today's world, they go home, they go on their laptop or phone, they check their Twitter, and people are just talking shit to them from the other team. Like, you don't ever get away from it.
Yeah?
I don't necessarily believe... like
maybe, but I feel like it's something you have to adapt to. It's the climate.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't change it, you gotta live with it.
For sure.
So
like, you don't have to be on your phone. You don't have to be on your
right.
laptop.
Fuck it. You know
if
what I mean?
you want to get away, get away.
Is it shitty? Yeah. But it happens.
For sure.
And you got to deal with it.
You deal with it.
Is that it, Marcus?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's it. It's Thursday 10. I'm Jimmy. That's Marcus. We'll be back sometime soon. Maybe next week. I don't know.
Bad bitch, says she a magician, wanna show me tricks. Told her I'm a beast in the sheets and the booth. Says she ain't